Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm just sitting here doing another set of coasters. I had an order this morning for a set from Sue, one of my subscribers, and I have it. Pick them up, they fell on the floor. I keep a set when I sell them on Etsy. They're automatically renewed, so I have to do another set straight away. So I've been doing another set. That's 3 I've done. I'm on to the 4th one, just in case somebody else wants them, because I do have them in other places besides Etsy. And I have, that's what I have left of the balls. This was what Carol sent me. There was 15 balls of the, like five balls of each colour, I think it was, and that's what I've got left, and what I'm using here to do these coasters. So I thought to myself I was going to go out and have a look. I didn't check my emails until it was about 11 o'clock this morning. That was when I saw the order of Sue from Etsy, and it was too late for to get to the my local post place, where there's a post office place I can go to, or there's a post box up the top of my street, or the top of my estate where I live. And the last pickup for the post office was 11 o'clock this morning, so I knew it's not going to get in there, and I can just walk up to my post box, because I have the little packets that I put it in, and I do have some stamps for large letters in my purse, which I keep in case I get any orders, and it saves me going to the post office. But I was thinking to myself, oh, I think I'll have a look and see if I can find any cotton anywhere. I thought about going to, I have been to Hobbycraft, but they're very expensive in Hobbycraft. I just wouldn't, it's a waste of time me buying anything from there. I wouldn't make very little profit of anything buying from them. So I thought I'd have a look in the range, because they do sell cotton in a brand, their own type brand, I think it is. Then I did think about going up there, then I had second thought, oh, it's Saturday. It's bad enough normal Saturday, but it's getting near Christmas, and I hate going around the shops when there's a lot of people. Now I'm going to tell you a little story about my husband when we were young. I think we probably had the 3 boys by this time, but my husband used to work in a factory, and he was paid his wage every week in a wage packet. This was before everybody started getting paid into their bank. You know, we used to get wage packets with the money, and we used to sort, I think it was a Thursday, every Thursday he used to get paid. Well, we used to go shopping on a Saturday, and I hated him coming shopping with me. And I'll tell you, when I'm walking around the shops, well, my husband didn't have very good health. He had asthma all his life. It got worse as he got older. So he used to lose a day here and there from work. So we lived from hand to mouth most of the time. Sometimes I had an odd part-time job, and that helped keep us out of debt and that. And but because of him losing, you know, a day now and again, it was quite a bit out of his wage. And so I used to buy whatever was cheapest in the shops, you know, like some Morrison's, their own brands, and Asda, their own brands, and things like that. And I used to hate him come shopping with me. But he insisted, he wanted to come shopping with me, so we're walking around the shops, and I'm picking this up, and, oh, don't get that one, get that one. I said, but this one's cheaper. I think one of the things I was arguing about was soap powder. I bought the supermarket's cheapest brand, and he said, oh, I like the Ariel, it smells nicer. I'll say, but the supermarket's is cheaper. But I like this one, it smells nicer. I said, we're not having that one, we're having this one's cheaper. And it used to be every single thing I used to pick up, he could always find something nicer, something better, but it was more expensive. And I used to think about how much money I had to spend on food, and he never used to think about that. And then we used to come to the checkout, and I hated him anywhere near me when we were at the checkout. In those days, and like I said, nearly everybody was paid with the wages in a wage packet, were paid in the hand every week. But they were starting, some people were paid in the, paid straight into their banks. And we used to be at the checkout. And if there was anybody in front of us with a card, he used to moan and groan, and he never did it quiet. I think it was one time there was some fella in front of us and they had a bit of trouble with a card. It kept refusing the card. My husband started saying to me in, quite a loud voice, I don't know why they don't have checkouts for people that don't have money to spend. He says, we have got money. He says, we're having to stand here and wait until them that hasn't got any money, that's putting cards in the machine. And you wish there was a hole in the floor that would swallow you up. And my husband never had a bank account. Even, I think years later, he ended up on the sick, and our wages were paid straight into the bank then. Well, it went into my checking account. So I changed that checking account so it was in both our names, a joint account. Of course, to send both of us a card. He sent his card back. He says, what have I want a card for? I'm never going to use it. He sent the card back to the bank. That's the way he was right until the day he died. He'd have nothing to do with cards or anything like that. But that's the way he was. And I just had to put up with it. But my kids laugh, and I tell them these stories and they think it's hilarious, And, yeah, says you didn't have to live with them. Well, you did have to live with them. You didn't have to work out money with them and things like that. But that's the way it was in those days. So I am going to wait until Monday, and I'll have a look around the shops on Monday and see if I can see any. I doubt whether I'll see any cotton any cheaper. I'll probably end up getting it online on probably Lovecraft or somewhere like that. Or what do you call that other one? Delor or something like that. Some begins with D. I'll have a look anyway and see, because these coasters actually they've been going quite well. I have got them in other places besides Etsy, but I think Sue's bought quite a lot of them actually. And Heather's bought some. And Carol, I can't remember he was, but most of the sales I've had have come from my subscribers. So thank you all very much. So when I finish this, I'm going to get a bit more of Claudette's cardigan. I have one more sleeve to do, and then I have just to do the neck and the bands and that. And I'll be able to tell her cardigan's nearly finished. And I will be looking at some wool for Dagri. The little grey cardigan that I did, I have put it up on Etsy for sale for anybody that might be interested. But Dagri had seen my video where I showed the little cardigan, and she sent me an email, and at the time I had already put it up on Etsy, but she said not to put it up on Etsy because she would buy it off me. Well, I have done other things for Dagri, little children's, but she said she's got a granddaughter or a great-granddaughter. And I thought, well, you don't want this as a little boy's cardigan, so I messaged her back. And I told her, you do realise this is a little boy's cardigan. It's, a boy's colour, it's buttoned on the boy's side. But she come back, message came back, and she said, I don't care, I want it, it's lovely. It's for my granddaughter. And I thought, I'm not giving you a little boy's cardigan for your granddaughter Dagri. When she first messaged, I had taken it off Etsy. But when I realised it was for her granddaughter she wanted it, I put it back up on there. And I sent her a message and I said, if it was my granddaughter, I would want it a proper little girl's cardigan fastening on the girl's side, and I think your granddaughter's mother will want the same thing. So I have to pick another wool out and do one for Daggery for the send. When I do the poncho, when I send the poncho, I'll be doing a little cardigan for the send with it in place of this little grey one that she wanted to buy. One that's for a little girl, not a little boy. So that'll be one thing settled. I think people are funny, aren't they? But that's my little bit for today. I'm nearly finished this. Then I'm going to get back to Claudette's cardigan, and then I'll be on to Daggery's, which I'll probably get finished sometime today, so I'll be on to Daggery's poncho for the rest of the night. So thumbs up and subscribe, and bye for now.